Hey, it's Eric here at Peachtree Classic Cars, and this is a first for me. It's a 1984 KC Blazer, and K5 Blazer. Told you it's my first time. I've only owned a couple of Broncos, and this is my first Blazer, and I'm kind of in love. You know, I get teased all the time at the shop for wanting to keep stuff, but whoever built this thing built a beast. The body is actually in pretty good shape. A lot of these are really roached out with lots and lots of rust. This one has a few small rust spots here and there, but I don't feel like it's a roached out truck, and that's what's really cool. Brand new BF Goodrich tires all the way around, and somebody put a stroked V8 in it. It's a 350 stroked. I was told that it's a 383 stroker. Can't say for sure. Fuel injection, of course. It's got air conditioning, ice cold air conditioning inside, which is a huge bonus. And the only piece that's not original on it is this inner fender and side. I think it got hit on the side here, and so this is actually a new piece. Other than that, the rest of the steel on the body is original. So nice and clean under here, and no rust that I see inside the inner fender wells, which is really cool. Everything works great. Power brakes, power steering. And some, you know, surface rust here and there, typical for a vehicle like this. But like I said, nice and solid coming around. Let's just go around the body real quick so I can show you. It's a really nice straight body lines actually on this truck. Getting down at the rockers, there's some rust here. We have pretty easy repairs, quite frankly. A few easy repairs going around the truck at a fairly priced welder shop or a good body guy. I mean, look at how straight this body is. Top's in great shape. Glass is all in great shape. Brand new window motor on the driver's side. Window motor works on the passenger side, and the window was working in the rear and it just gave out. That's not uncommon. And the funny thing is, for whatever reason, a four-door Chevy, when one motor goes out, it seems like they all go out at once. But it's not a tough fix. When you push the button in the front on the dash, you can hear it clicking. It's trying to work. And just when I got to pick up this truck, the motor went out. But here again, usually the bottoms of these tailgates are rusted out. This thing is solid all the way across with a couple of small surface rust spots there, and that's it. I mean, the body on this thing's straight. The only spot I have a dent is right here, and it's not super major. I think it could be banged out. Here again, nice straight solid body lines all along here. And it looks like, you know, when they paint the stripes on the road, if you ever drive through that and it gets up on your vehicle, man, that stuff is almost impossible to get off. That's what this looks like, actually. This looks like the road paint. So it's kind of funny because it makes it look like it's gotten in the mud. Now here, that is probably dirt. But, and then of course, on the bottom of the rocker here is pretty solid with two kind of small holes there. So really solid truck. Take a look real quick inside here. And I did not do a great job pressure washing this. It's been so humid and rainy here in Georgia that I've been trying to take advantage of whatever good clean weather I've got. So I'm trying to do as many videos as I can today, and kind of go in a different direction with this one. I was on computer. I was ordering new seat covers and a new carpet kit, and I said, man, what if I was going to turn this thing into a mudder or something, you know, and which it totally could be. I said, man, I'd rather just, you know, bed liner the floors. So once again, I don't want to do something for someone else. Two small holes there about the size, a little bigger than a quarter, or right about the size of a quarter. But I mean, look at these floor pans. I'll talk about that in just a second, what I was saying just a minute ago. Four-wheel drive engages fine. The tachometer is not hooked up. I see this little, I don't know what this light's for. A couple of things here, and then there's a little vacuum under here that needs to be attached. So the air conditioner actually blows ice cold, but it's not shutting the damper all the way up. So it's actually blowing half up top here and half on the floor. So you could even just zip tie it up and make it only blow out here if you want to do something really quick. But rust spot here, and a couple more there. This one right there. And keep in mind, I mean, this is pretty minimal for this vehicle. So flip this seat forward. Oh, that seat flips all the way forward. Let me see if I can get in there real quick. I didn't realize the seat was going to do that. I mean, look at how clean this is back here. I mean, usually these are all rusted out. So since I can't open the tailgate, I'm limited to that. Well, the seat was folding forward and back, but anyways, again, a couple spots of rust there, but like I was saying, very minimal compared to what you would normally see on these trucks. Most of the trucks that I see are either completely restored and people want crazy money for them, or they are all roached out and people still want crazy money for them. But a couple more spots here, one in the rocker, one right here, and I showed that on the other side. Under the seat looks good. So anyways, what I was saying is, like, why am I going to put a carpet kit in this thing and put brand new vinyl seat covers on it to make it look brand new, when that's not what you want at all? And maybe you do, I don't know, but I don't know who you are. I'm just talking to a camera. I think obviously some cracks on the original dash, and this has just got a little cover on it, which personally for me is fine. I don't actually mind the glare, although I would probably change that, dye that black or change that to red. We're going to take it for a drive in just a minute, but let me look underneath with you guys, and I want to crank the engine too so you can hear it. This is what really sold me on this truck. Like I said, they're usually roached out, and this one is not. Look at how clean these floor pans are, and of course these are the rust holes that I showed you from up top. But other than that, I mean, look at your cab mounts, all solid. The frame is rust free. I mean, no signs of any restoration under here, aside from the mechanical stuff, the engine and transmission. So 700 R4 automatic, and it shifts great. We're going to take it for a drive here in a second, and it gets it. I mean, this is what one of the reasons why I fall in love with these trucks is, it's when you get one like this, it just sounds like a beast, and you stomp the gas. I mean, it's actually kind of got a touchy gas pedal. I mean, look at how clean this thing is. It actually doesn't appear to have been off-roaded a lot either. Usually when they're off-roaded, they're all scratched up. There's a protector for the fuel tank in the back. Even like the pumpkins. Look at the bottom of the pumpkin. No scratches. I would guess that this vehicle has not been off-roaded a lot. And typically that was a big part of why they rusted out. These are the rear floor pans, what I was showing you when I climbed all the way in back. Yeah, when these got in the mud a lot, the mud gets stuck up inside them and stays in there and rusts them out. I am really impressed with how clean this is. Looks like it has some sort of Rancho shocks on it or something like that. Can't say for sure. We'll get down here. Again, a couple of small holes in the rockers, but look at these inner rockers. I mean, man, those same holes I showed you from up top. And the rest of this, I mean, solid, solid, solid. And again, look, the pumpkin, not all scratched up. I don't see scratches. I've got a Jeep Rubicon and I use it to off-road sometimes. And it is, I mean, my crossbars are scratched up. My pumpkins are scratched up. My transmission bottom is scratched up. I mean, that's just what it looks like when you off-road a vehicle. It looks like you off-road a vehicle. So I'm reiterating, it doesn't appear that this vehicle was off-roaded, at least not regularly enough to cause any wear and tear. I mean, all this, like on my Jeep, these are scratched. Look at the front. The front of my pumpkin on my Jeep is bumped and dented. I mean, so I've made my point. I know I'm repeating myself, but I thought about too flipping the tires around and having the white wall BF Goodrich on the outside. They got perfect tread on. I mean, they're really practically brand new tires. Well, let's take this bad boy for a spin. Bad girl, I like saying girl. We're gonna crank it up real quick, let you hear the engine with the hood open, then we'll close it up and take it for a spin. So it is idling a little bit high, and part of the thing I'm doing here, like I said, is like, I don't know what you want to do with this truck. So I said, I'm gonna just throw it up for sale as is. Let the next guy, what it needs is the little grab handles that go here. There's a little Silverado emblem missing there. A couple little things. Actually, the back seat's not in terrible condition. It's got a few little rips, but they sell a seat kit. It's about $400, and they're really easy to do it yourself. Unbolt them, pull them out, pull off the old, you know, we'll get a little bit of a, like a memory foam pillow or something, or from Michael's, you know, or even Walmart, fill in these few spots and reupholster this. You can have it looking super cool. Emblem there, K5 Blazer. So anyways, idling a little high and sometimes it's coming down. May or may not be able to hear the air conditioning blowing when I turn it on. And actually, the funny thing is, after it warms up, right now I'd say this is a normal idle. After it warms up, it's coming, the idle's coming down, but a couple of times it didn't come down, a couple of times it did. So I just want to be honest about that. Right now it sounds like, to me, it's running perfectly. And let's, I know I'm running a little long on this video, but I know you guys love these things. Let's turn the AC on high. Max, there we go. I hope you can hear that kick on. We can go over here and see that the compressor's engaged. And of course you can hear the idle on the truck change just a hair. You know, here, I'm gonna turn it off. Do you hear it? You can hear it click in, and actually you can hear the blower. I'm hoping that you're able to hear that. I want you guys to feel good about that. Let's take it for a quick spin. I've run a little long. I try to keep my videos around 10 minutes or so, but lights work. We checked them. Turn signals work. Four-wheel drive engages. Power windows on both sides work. This thing is a beast. Power window. Power window over here. Because that's actually a brand new motor. So let's take this for a drive and I'll end down the road and just say goodbye. Hopefully nobody will be in front of me and I can get it. This has a little bit of a touchy gas pedal, which actually comes from a, you know, if it is a stroked engine, I've had a couple of other 383 strokers. And they seem to have touchy gas pedals because they're just hot, you know. When I get up to this stop sign, I'll put it in neutral and give it a couple revs. It's got a mean sounding exhaust. And we stood outside and checked the turn signals, my wife and I did the other day. I got no traffic coming, so let me see if I can do this real quick. Just listen to the exhaust. Yes. This is why I want to keep it, but I can't. Woo, touchy pedal. Okay, so here we go. I mean, this thing just jumps out of the gate like a freaking race car. Speedometer is not accurate. That's probably from the transmission being rebuilt. Everything else seems to work fine. It's got, except for the clock, all the other gauges appear to be working, including the fuel gauge. In fact, when I jump like that, the gauge goes down a little bit and goes back up. Just from the gasoline moving in the tank. So it steers absolutely perfect. I mean, it's got power steering. And these things have an incredible turning radius. I was really blown away. I felt like even better than my Bronco. I had a late 80s Bronco, and I think this drives better than my Bronco did. It's got a hell of a lot more power. I have no idea how much horsepower, but it's not a stock motor to be sure. I'd say that the speedometer is probably off by 15 or 20 miles per hour though. We're not going 70, we're probably going 55. So this is awesome. I know I'm taking a little extra time on this, but I know that you guys who are really interested in these vehicles are kind of picky about them. You want a really thorough inspection, and that's what I wanted to give you. And the cruise control, by the way, does not work. We tried that the other day. So anyways, look forward to hearing from you guys. Eric here at Peachtree Classic Cars. Just take a look at our website and give us a call.